All right. Well, hello and greetings from Prepare Ministries. If you're getting this, you've been connected with Prepare Ministries, or a group that's been connected with Prepare Ministries on a lot of different campuses. And currently we have groups right now at the University of Minnesota in St. Olaf, and Gustavus, St. Cloud University, Stout. We have some connections with students at St. Ben's and St. John's and at Luther. In the past, there's been a lot of other students, Carleton, at La Crosse, at University of North Dakota, and Duluth, and Mankato, and Southwest University. And we're just really appreciative of all you guys and your connections in the past. We want to reestablish some of those relationships. And one of the things we'd really like to ask for your help on, too, is just prayer for the campus. If you begin to remember the campuses and how you were impacted back in your time in school, and to really start to pray for the campuses, that God would continue to be at work and encouraging. We'll hopefully get some words out to you, too, from the different campuses, a little more particularly how to pray for the campuses. And Pastor Gary's here to share some other ways, too, to get involved as alumni.
Well, this part of the reason we're contacting you is for finances. This is a fundraiser. And we want to see Prepare Ministries, the vision God has given us and given many of you, expanded on many more campuses with many more staff. And so first of all, we'd like people to give the general fund. And the general fund will go for things. We have to get insurance, we have to buy computers sometimes, and those normal things that keep any organization going. And then we like to give scholarships to students and send them on trips and help them out. Students, as you know, when you were a student, didn't have a lot of money for that, so we'd like to subsidize that. And then also, there are 5 of us that are raising funds, and none of us are fully supported yet, and that would be David and myself, our wives and families, and Amanda Johnson, who is behind the camera there, and Donna Swanson. You may have known her as Donna Swanson, but now Donna Lou, just married. And then Margot Pugh, who for years has been an intercessor for Prepare. We also have like 20 volunteers that are giving their time, and some of you may be getting this, and we're so grateful for people who have already given money and time to Prepare, and we're so grateful. We've been going about 13, 14 years now and still working.
Well, yeah, and some other ways to be involved, too, are just connections. If you have relatives or family members that are going to some of the campuses now, to connect them with some campus ministries. And also, if they're going to a school where there currently isn't a ministry, that we'd love to get in contact with them if they're interested in helping to get something started on those campuses that would be familiar with Prepare, would be connected with as well. Yep. So what are some other ways? You mentioned staff?
Yeah. There are some religions that are like cults, and they require their people to have 2 years of dedicated evangelism for their cult.
So you're trying to start a cult?
No, I'm not trying to start a cult, but we ought to do at least as good as the cults do, David. And I would challenge some of you that are especially recent graduates to say, I'm going to give 2 years to campus ministry. And it might be ours, it might be another one, but we'd love for you to consider giving 2 years. And then some of you have thought in the back of your mind, maybe my career is in full-time ministry, and you'd like to consider coming on staff with Prepare. We'd love to hear from you, and we won't jump all over it and say automatically, wow, we just need everybody, because we would pray with you and see, is this the way that the Lord is guiding you?
I think there's one other way you mentioned, too. You wanted some resource sharing a little bit with alumni as well?
We have a high priority on relationships. In fact, we believe that relationships with God, with Jesus, and with one another is what life is all about. And our relationship with you is a great treasure to us. And so we want to continue those relationships, and part of doing that, some of you are probably already receiving a hard copy newsletter, but we'd like to connect with the alumni in a little bit different way, and that is give updates of what's happening with you. And maybe some of you have gotten some insights into life after starting a career or getting married or having your first child that would help those just a couple steps behind you. And so we want to give a forum for that to happen. And then also, we believe that there are things that are happening so fast in the world today, and it's hard for you to keep up when you have families and careers that are starting out. And we'd like to keep you informed on what we see as some major issues that are confronting the church today. And so we'll give you some little blurbs on that sort of thing as well.
All right. Thanks for your time. We appreciate you guys, and keep in touch. Amen.